Ever notice someone dragging large black bags through the hospital lobby and wonder who they are? That, my friend, is a medical device rep. Welcome to Device Guys. Your hosts, Brent Lloyd and Jason Doliak, bring 50 years of combined medical sales experience to the table, sharing insights, stories, and a behind-the-scenes look at this fascinating world. Enjoy the conversations.
A lot of the times it's expected that the rep buys lunch.
Oh, we're going in the lunch conversation.
We're going to go into lunch.
We're going to go to lunch conversation.
I buy lunch less now than I used to, but it used to be really expected. Like in your job, how frequently do you buy lunch? Like, do you buy lunch for the lab?
No. So years ago, decades ago, we used to do that a lot. That was kind of the expectation. If you we've been doing this for a while. You show up and we'll get the lunch order to you. We'll get you in there, and you can wheel it into the lab. Those days are over. We don't do that anymore. But nowadays, like if I'm actually doing real algorithm or product training with nurses that are working with a programmer, if we're going to take an hour out of their time over lunch, you can bring them lunch. Just do it. But it's so much more. I feel like it's gotten to a point where they're pretty tight about it, and it's appropriate now. I think
so
you got to be
do it like 1-on-1 or 2-on-1.
I usually do it with a group of usually 1 on 5 or 6, maybe 8. Yeah, for the mid levels or nurses that are doing device programming.
Some places don't even allow you to do it.
They don't allow you to do it. I mean, and I won't bring it in unless they specifically ask me to. Because a lot of times I don't even want to. It doesn't need to be. I've liked the way this has gone in the industry.
Right. I'm back in the day. You scheduled a day in the cath lab.
Oh yeah.
It was like you were bringing lunch for everybody,
for
the entire time.
Yeah, if you had an in-service for a physician, like, okay, well, plan on lunch. I'm like, okay, well, what do you like? He's like, no, ask the manager. I think there's 40 or 45 people. So,
right.
Yeah, we're gonna feed everybody.
This is before like Easy Cater. It was hard.
It was difficult. Yeah, you had to go down to Panera and go through the menu, line item it, and everyone's like, well, I want chips.
You know why you had to do that?
Tell me.
People were over pizza.
Oh, pizza.
Because it was like, hey, okay, I'll bring pizza. Like, no pizza.
Who gets over pizza? I don't get this. Who gets over pizza?
Oh, if you have 5 days in a week and every day is a different rep and there's lunch, you can't have pizza every day.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
It was always like anything but pizza. And so what are you doing? You got your little dolly you got at Costco.
We'll go to Cafe Rio.
You're going to Cafe Rio and they don't deliver. They're not delivering.
No.
This is before Grubhub, and you pick it up, and you march it back in, but it just comes with the territory.
That's a great point nowadays. I mean, nowadays you could do it with Grubhub. This could be a piece of cake.
Oh, I do lunches still, and I use Easy Cater, and it's like what? Like there's nothing to it.
It's fantastic.
The expense report. You just do the expense report.
It's the bane of my existence. I would rather pay.
We should do a whole episode on expense report. On Concur.
Oh, careful there.
Look out! That's how passionate I got about Concur.
You hit the table worse. You hit the table worse than I did in the last episode.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm pounding like a gavel.
Yeah, stop pounding. Listen to Diego, and he tells you.
I did.
So listen. What was I saying? We'll do a whole episode on expense
Concur.
Reports.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about a lunch I did. Back in the day, maybe 15 or more years ago, when I was at Boston Scientific. I was asked by one of the cardiologists on a Monday. I was there on a Monday, and he said, "Brent, I know you buy lunch for the cath lab sometimes. Is there a chance you could do lunch on Friday?" And I went, "Wow, this is odd, but sure, yeah, sure. I do lunch on Friday." And he says, I would like you to get the lunch from the Greek festival in Ogden. They have terrific food, and it's a good cause. And I'd like you to.
I don't like where this is going at all.
No, I didn't either. I'm like, okay, go on. And he says, I'm going to connect you with my wife. She's running the Ogden Greek festival. And you just connect with her and get lunch for the cath lab and maybe recovery and
the C-suite, everybody in the hospital, echo, and valet,
probably valet, and we're going to want some domates. We're going to want the spanakopita.
I do love a good tomate.
Oh, the tomate.
Are you kidding me? Fantastic.
I could eat a whole lunch of tomates.
Easy.
I don't need, but he wanted the souvlaki.
Yeah.
He wanted the, of course he wanted the souvlaki.
Right.
Right.
Did you get gyros?
Well, yeah, Euro platter.
Euro
where
platter.
You make your own Euro. But he wanted the moussaka. He actually called me the Thursday before. Brent, don't forget the tzatziki. The tzatziki.
The sauce.
Yeah, the yogurt sauce.
The yogurt sauce.
So I mean, so I have to arrange this with his wife. I'm calling his wife. And
wait a minute. Are you doing this for his daughter's wedding party, or what's going on?
It just felt weird. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it at all. And so day comes. Here's the day to go pick up the food. I've ordered like
at the festival
$900, $2,009 of food.
Those are $2,009.
And then of course the Ogden Greek Festival's not delivering, and I have to get my little Costco dolly, and I have to park a half mile away, and I walk down through the church and get the stuff and drive it back.
Did you have scrubs on?
I did have scrubs on. Had scrubs on. Maybe a t-shirt, And then I get it back to the cath lab. I'll lay it out. This is taking me like an hour and 45 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's happy. And, I'm feeling, okay, this is over. I just haven't done an expense report yet, but at least the hard part's already most of the hard part. And you know what he says to me?
Tell me.
He says, Brent, thank you for doing this. Really appreciate it. Now, I'm going to ask you to please delete my wife's number from your phone.
What?
Yeah. Delete the number. And I'm like, well, of course. Of course I'll delete your wife's number.
That's not what you said.
No, of course I said that.
I know you said that, but I would give anything to
what does he think I'm going to do?
the look on your face when he asked that. Because what is he assuming? What is he? Lindsay. What was her name?
Leslie.
Yeah. Lunch turned out great. It was good. You do anything later?
We both felt something.
We felt something. Look, she's not made of stone.
She's only human.
She's only human.
Yeah.
I mean, look at you.
I mean, come on. I looked better in 2009. I mean, let's be honest.
I take it back. I don't blame the guy. Delete her number.
You
delete his wife's number.
Can you imagine? There were people around too when he said it, and I kind of looked around. I'm like, whoa. I was so happy I had witnesses. What does he think I'm going to do? Hey, Leslie, haven't seen a stent order for a few weeks.
We had that lunch.
And we had a big, kind of a big lunch. I wonder if you could maybe working from your side.
Delete my wife's number.
Delete my number. What
was he thinking? What did he? Oh,
I don't know. I mean, I can't even make that up. That happened to me. I bet if I went and looked in my phone, her number would be there.
Her number still be there. Well, your number.
Maybe I'd hit her up right now.
Yeah, hit her up right now. Let's go. Hey, yeah. Brent Lloyd.
Oh my God.
It's going to come up in her phone. Oh, that's what you should have said. Yeah, I will do that. I'm going to need to have her delete mine.
That would have been the best.
That would have been the best. Listen, my wife called, and you weren't even married at the time, were you?
Oh, no, I was married.
You're married at the time. Yeah, Heather called, and she said, we're going to need to delete on the other end, too.
Yeah.
We need to wipe this transaction. We need to wipe this transaction.
Hey, listen, I don't want any evidence.
We want no evidence of this transaction.
No, if I would have been clever enough to say that right then, it would have got a roar.
Of course it would have got a roar.
From that room.
It would have been genius.
It would have, but it would have been, maybe it would have been kind of like because he ran a tight ship, this guy.
Well,
people were kind of afraid of him.